Hey guys, MRG here with episode 33 of my Bloodborne Let's Play. In the last episode, we defeated Mikitosh and made our way to the... I think it's the middle level of Mergo's ward. Apparently it's Mergo, not Margo. I think I mispronounced it once or twice, so I apologize. And off screen, I made a bonus video about it too. I grinded up to 100, not 100, sorry, 1 million blood echoes, and I'm going to spend all this on levels because that's what I like doing at this point in the game because it gives me pretty much the remaining levels I need for the rest of the game. So let's see how many we could get. That is like 14, I believe. So yeah, 30, get that up to 30. That's probably where I'm going to keep that for the rest of the game. I don't really like getting it much higher than that. As you can see, past 40, you get no returns from it. So maybe I'll... Well, I'm not going to get it to 40. That's not going to happen. So I think I'm going to go with 35 because that's a good spot. Get that up to 40, so that's pretty even at 2, and we have 4 left, I believe. Yes, we do. I'm not doing Blood Tinge at all. Blood Tinge, I think that's where it's pretty much going to stay for the rest of the Let's Play. I might get it up to around 30, but that's going to be a little bit later. So I think what I'm going to do is 2 in skill and then 2 more in endurance, so I could get that a little bit higher. I like having a lot of endurance with skill-based builds, just so I have a lot of, you know, so I could just spam the same attack again and again. So that's pretty much good right there. I like that.
Farewell, good hunter. May you find your work.
And that leaves us with just over 60,000, so I could use that to upgrade my... or do any upgrading and fortifying and whatnot. So let's do some repairs, just because I did a lot of grinding. So I have a Blood Rock, but the thing is, Blood Rocks, at least for the base and DLC, there's only 2 Blood Rocks in the whole game. So once I get this to plus 10, I'm only going to have one other opportunity to get a Blood Rock. Unless if I grind in the Chalice Dungeons, which I don't plan on doing most of them, so I don't really have that opportunity. I don't know. Should I upgrade the Raider Palash? Because it does give quite a bit of points. Chikage is also really solid, but thing is, I kind of don't like the Chikage as much as I like the Rider Palash, simply because with the Rider Palash, I can imbue it with Fire or Bolt, which the next boss is actually going to be weak to both. The next boss actually has a lot of weaknesses, which is kind of odd because I don't remember having that much weakness. Once you use a blood item, you don't get it back. You can't just say, oh, I changed my mind, I want to give it to something else. No, you can't do that. Once you upgrade an item, it is permanently upgraded. You cannot do anything about it. I guess a little bit of off topic while I figured this out. I did get a haircut. I just wanted to point that out if you guys are curious. So, yeah. I like having long hair, but it was starting to get to a point where it was starting to get knotted up and just, it was a pain in the ass to maintain. So I was just like, yeah, screw it. I'm going to go for a haircut. But enough about that. Sorry to get a little personal there. So I love the Chikage. Like, it's a really cool weapon. It's really powerful. That being said, I'm not going to use the Blade of Mercy, even though I hear it's actually a really solid weapon. The Saw Spear is one of my personal favorites, but I'm also not going to use it for the game. Even though this doesn't have an S rank in anything, and I believe that, yeah, the Chikage has an S rank in that. I'm going to hold off on upgrading then. I can't really decide, so we'll wait on that. Sorry. That was all for nothing, I understand, but yeah, whatever. So let's get our anti-clock thing on. That's going to give us a crap ton of stamina. Plus 10 HP. Plus 10% HP, which is pretty damn helpful also. And I don't know what else I want to equip as my third item, so I think... Well, the moon one is pretty good. Beast is good, but I don't really like using that in the base. So, we're not going to go with that. I think I'm going to go Claw Mark, although that's not really useful for the boss we're about to fight. That would be useful for another boss coming up pretty soon after it. So that's good. And then... yeah, we'll stick with Hunter. And the rest of my money I'm going to use on Blood Vials because I don't remember how many I have. I did grind for like a solid hour, so I think I do have a decent amount. Yeah, I have 200 plus. But just to be safe, I'm going to buy that. Or I have 120, sorry. Now I have 200 plus. And I don't really care about spending a little extra. Well, I just discarded a grave. That's fantastic for views. Sorry, I haven't played this game in a few weeks. I went to Pismo Beach for a vacation, and I was just like, I haven't played this game in like 2 weeks. I'm kind of getting used to the controls again. Fun trip. Pismo Beach is a great area. I'm not really going to go into details, but mostly because it's kind of just like a personal thing I did, and I didn't really do anything spectacular, but it was a pretty fun trip, and we mostly just went across the beach right near where we were staying and checked out these cold caves on one side of the beach. Went to some restaurants, and that's pretty much all we did. I'm not going to say who I went with. It wasn't like someone I'm in a relationship with or anything like that. It was just like a friend. That's... You guys probably don't give a shit, so I'm just going to shut up. So after we kill these Shadow Yarnum dudes, I'm going to check if I have any fire and bolt paper, because I forgot to do that off screen, or when we were back at Hunter's Dream. Excuse me, sure. I'm not really too worried about using Blood Vials, because pretty much every enemy up to this, from here to the boss, has Blood Vials as drops. So we have some fire paper, and I believe I have some bolt paper. Yes, okay, we're good. What is the boss's most primary weakness? Pretty much even. Exactly even. So I could talk about the boss, I guess, because it is going to be just a minute from here. Oh, there is one thing I need to do, actually. I totally forgot to do it. I'm sorry. We're going to have to head back to the Hunter's Dream regardless, but back to the boss. Mergo's wet nurse, and yes, wet, funny name, no. Up to this point, I believe it has the most HP at a whopping 14,000, and it is weak to both not both, but to arcane, fire, and bolt paper, as well as, I believe, poison? One of the poison stats? Yeah, it has a little bit of weakness to, I believe that's fast poison. Rapid poison. But now that we beat Mikolash, you're going to want to actually do this before anything. You're going to want to go to the Cathedral Ward. This opens up what to beat Mikolash. Or... is it Mikolash? Or Mikolash. However you pronounce it. Also... what? Hold on a sec. Because that's my new green screen. You can't tell, but... is it working? Yeah, it might be working. I'll try it out next video just to be safe, but... I think the green screen is working. My new one again. It kind of stopped working after a while. After you beat McLash, you'll notice that she's not here. There's a bunch of blood here, and what you're going to want to do, I think, is go to the basement? Let me look that up real quick. NPCs. If you guys want to know my source for this Let's Play that I get information from, it is in the link or description below. It is bloodbornewiki.com.
This is a nightmare.
You're supposed to kill this thing. God damn. Okay, hold up. So I wasn't supposed to kill her. That was an accident. Well, I can't really reset because I didn't do anything, but I don't think she really had anything else for us to do anyway, so that is the end of her quest line. That's on me. I don't think that's not gonna ruin anything about the endings. Don't worry. It just sucks it happened. Oh well. So let's get out of here before these people get mad at us. So if you took her blood more than once, I believe 3 times, that lady over there, that other girl, that church girl that we saved back in the Yahar'gul Unseen Village, she will actually kill the prostitute that we accidentally murdered. But so keep that in mind. But now we have 3 umbilical cords, so we can get one of the endings now. The ending I wanted to get for the most part. Excuse me. As a heads up though, I do plan on doing this method of uploading my save file to a USB stick, and I will be showing all 3 endings. So they are all required to for a trophy. If you want to 100% this game, you need to get all 3 endings. Not in one playthrough, but you do need all 3 for their specific trophies. In my opinion, the hardest to get is the one that I'm going to be showing. I think I'm going to be saving that one for last, actually. The one for the umbilical cords, because that is one of my favorites. I still have an episode or 2 to decide, so don't worry. Okay. Your little ninja flip judo attack that hits me even though I dodged. Ooh. What? Excuse me? What was that, dick face? I come back from one of the best, nicest. I come back from the nicest vacation I've had in years to play this, and that's how you treat me. Must be jealous, huh? Must be jealous that I went somewhere nice and bright, full of fresh air, where meanwhile you're stuck in this dark, drab hellscape. I mean, it was only a couple thousand blood echoes, so I'm not really worried about that. That's kind of basically useless at this point, now that I'm well over 100, level 100. But it just wastes valuable time for my for getting to the next boss. Can I hit you fuckers? It is mind-numbingly simple. Whatever. Blood vials, I apologize for that outburst, but I'm just sick and tired of bullshit like that happening in my life, so. Doesn't help that we have another group of those guys coming up, and that happening. But with all that endurance I got, like, I'm not worried about endurance whatsoever anymore. Or stamina. There is some stuff we could do down... Actually, not down that way, it's coming up. Down that way, but I'm going to do that after I kill these pig dudes, because these guys could be a pain in the ass. And speaking of pain in the ass, if you guys don't like super hyper violence, please close your eyes for a few moments. Or not, because the game decided not for that to work. Decided for that not to work. What was supposed to happen was I was supposed to disable that thing today. It's kind of sad that it didn't work, but okie dokie. And this is actually my grinding method. If you have all three moon runes, if you have 2 moon runes, the 2 highest ones, plus the one that gives you more blood echoes if you visceral attack an enemy, you can actually grind up quite a bit of blood echoes, killing these 3 boar enemies. Side note, please fight one at a time. If you fight more than 1 or all 3, you're pretty much fucked. These things do godly amount of damage. Okay, come on. Stop bitching or pussyfooting around. I guess that's how you say that. And attack. No, I don't want to see your fucking mating ritual. Your butthole over here, so I can fucking ritual attack. Or ram me to death! That's great! More wasted time. I should be at the boss at this point, but no. Can't be that easy, can it? It can't be easy. Okay, I'm losing my mind, but what the fuck ever. I'm fucking sick of this shit. I went on that vacation to relax and have fun with the people I went with, and this game just brought me back into this retarded ass funk I was in for months beforehand. So, what took 3 to 4 days of a nice vacation to get rid of, this game brought it back within 2 minutes. But I'm getting blood vials, so that's nice, but it's still ridiculous that that pig one-shot me. Was I even dodging? I don't think I was dodging at all. The fact that thing could one-shot me with 1500 HP, I believe? Whatever. More wasted time, though. This whole episode's just a joke at this point, and the boss itself, though not that tough, is a endurance battle. Well, at least we can see what this thing looks like if it has my blood vials. Okay, maybe the visceral attack thing will actually work. We'll see. Guaranteed blood vials, so I'm just gonna heal up. Also, while grinding, I didn't grab any surrounding items, so there's all that still, but getting them with these 2 in the way is a pain in the dick. Come on, big butt. that was a horrible insult. I need to work on that shit. I kind of want to get a little further away from that guy. Okay, he's turning around. Good. What? I hear another... I swear I heard another thing of footsteps for a second. Careful about that breath. Even though I'm not in it, it looks like I'm frenzied. How? I was in the breath for maybe a split second and it affected me? I kind of want to know why. Because I don't think I was in the fog for more than a split second. You guys saw that, right? There we go, the visceral decided to work. And I have enough skill to one-shot that thing, nice. So if I'm not mistaken... Wow, that was a lot. If I'm not mistaken, visceral attacks are based on scale, from what I heard. If you guys could correct me on that. If I'm wrong, that would be great, but... Regardless, that's why I one-shot that thing, pretty much. So there's 4 more of those dudes up right there. Those are the last ones in the game. Well, let me think. Yeah, the game. So once we beat those, we're at the boss. But there's one more subsection over here. I think there's another one over here too. So I was wrong. I have. It's not really like a serious medical issue or anything like that. But there's a problem I have. I kind of want to talk about. I have all these like rashy bumps on the back of my neck. Is there any way to get rid of them permanently besides popping them? I mean, some of them are zits that I really need to pop, so I could do that, but regardless, it's like, the rest of it's just like a rash that keeps coming on, and I just want to know if there's any way that I could get rid of them. Because, like, now that I don't have long hair, they're just visible for everyone to see, and I don't really want people to see that stuff, you know? I want to kind of keep it hidden and not really show people. When I had long hair, I didn't really worry about it because my long hair actually covered it up very well, but... Surprised that didn't hit me, not gonna lie. They're not painful at all. They're basically just like... I think they're mostly just like some bug bites, and by bug bites I mean like mosquitoes and stuff, nothing major like kissing bugs or assassin bugs or whatever those things are called. I don't have those anywhere near my house. Just gets a little itchy, and I just want help getting rid of them, that's all. And I don't think it was really personal talking about that stuff at all. It's just like a very basic minor health problem, medical problem. Not really health. It's not affecting me in any way besides just kind of looking nasty. So sorry for going into detail about that stuff, guys. I know not everyone likes talking about that stuff, but I just wanted to get that out of the way. And I needed something to pad out the time for this video because, like, we're about to have to deal with 4 of these bitches. Fire does jack all, which makes sense because these guys are definitely fire-based. Alright, guys, can you split up? Okay, that dude's going away. That dude stopped. That guy stopped too. One down, 3 to go. I'm hoping to get at least one more blood vial drop from these dickwads, but I doubt that will be a thing. And I know they're resistant to fire, but I don't really have any use for Molotovs yet, for now, so I'm just gonna... Okay, 2 down, 2 to go, sorry. We unlock a shortcut coming right up, which I wish I got off screen, but... that's fine. So yeah, the Shadows of Yharnam aren't majorly that bad by themselves, but in a group they can be dangerous. No, this is not the boss. The boss is actually through that door right there. So don't worry about this lady. She is harmless. Over here is the shortcut that will take you back to the elevators that lead you out of this section. I'll just show you where we are. So there's the staircase where we fought the 3 Shadow Yarnum enemies earlier, and just to the right of the staircase is where the boar is. So that's where we are. Those are the stairs you come up. Sorry. Those are the stairs right here. This is the staircase that you walk up once you get to the... Once you find the lantern. Excuse me. I ate at this barbecue place yesterday and I had like the steak and I just had what I had left over, and for whatever reason whenever I have scuffed potatoes it gives me some of the weirder burps. Fire paper. If I'm not mistaken, I think this boss could poison you, but not badly. I don't think any of its attacks are interruptible either, so let me double check that real quick. Not gonna lie, I was hoping this episode would be a lot shorter, but shit happens, so I can't really blame it for that. Too far down. Mergo's, excuse me, Mergo's wet nurse. Yeah, none of its attacks are interruptible, so Blood Tinge is garbage. I kind of want to try out... I kind of want to check something real quick, because it says it's weak to poison, which is also very unusual, because I think... Personally, I think this is the only boss in this game that's affected by poison. Like, in a major way, not just a tiny bit, you know? Unlike Dark Souls 3, where one of my personal favorite bots, Slave Knight Gale, like, if you have anything that could poison that guy, like, he takes some serious poison damage. I've always thought about doing a Dark Souls Let's Play, but the thing is, like, I like Dark Souls 1 a lot. I'm not a huge fan of Dark Souls 2, and I love Dark Souls 3. It's my favorite out of the trilogy, personally. Say what you want about it, I just like it a lot more than the first one and the second one. I wouldn't Let's Play the whole trilogy. I would probably just do the first and third, because honestly, the second one is just way too long. It kind of got boring for me after a while, personally. If you like it, that's great. It's a great game, but I just think it's way too long. Hate to be that dude to say that, though. So we have some really good blood tinge items. Blood items, or gems. So definitely equipping that. So that has a rapid poison effect, which is what it's weak to. But I lose quite a bit of damage. Plus... she's not kin-based. Kin is like the type of enemies that are like alien-based. For example, Abritus is a kin-based, so that wouldn't be a big deal. The cursed items are usually really solid, but have a downside. Wow. If I ever could kill beasts again, that's fantastic to have. Which is great, because I still have the DLC to do, and there's a lot of beast enemies in that DLC. Early on, at least. So we have some... We do have some some rapid poison. But we do lose a lot of damage, and I don't really want to rely on that. So I think we're just going to stick with the... I don't think we're going to worry about that. I just wanted to double check all that just to be safe. So let's head back to Mergo, loft, and get to the boss, because this episode's already 30 minutes long and I don't want to pad it out more. So I am sorry. I'm not really super nervous about this boss. It is kind of challenging, but it is a fun boss to fight. Crap, I forgot to do one thing. 15. So I think throwing knives is also very effective against the boss. Not damage-wise, but just it has an ability that lets it clone itself later in the fight. And these knives get rid of the clones because those clones have like little to no HP whatsoever. And if you're curious to know, you do not get any blood echoes from killing the clones. Just thought I should say that. I was going. So we got bolt paper, fire paper, and our throwing knives ready. I also have pebbles, so that could work too. Actually, I just have pebbles. Let me just equip that because I have 20 of them, I think. Holy shit, no, I don't have any pebbles? What? Okay, I do. Throwing knives have better range anyway, so let's stick with that. And I think those are actually skill-based, so it'll do even more damage. Pebbles are more of the strength-based, but less range. I should say that. I should have said that earlier on in the Let's Play. These consumable items like pebbles and throwing knives, they do scale to your stats. And I think for Molotovs, they're arcane-based, so if you have more arcane, it does a lot of damage. So keep that in mind. So if you're curious what this is actually a character in the game, the Yarn McQueen. She actually plays a pretty damn big key role in the Chalice dungeons, which we'll get into a lot later. But if you attack her, if you attack her, she just dies and nothing happens. I think it drops something if I'm not mistaken. No, it doesn't. There's no consequence killing it. So, you don't need to. It doesn't drop anything. It has nothing to do with the game, but it's just... all that crying you've been hearing in the game is pretty much from Margot's Margot's loft here, because there's a carriage right there. Let's get into it. Sorry, bone tingly. Started me right next to the enemy. Thank you, game. So Margot's Wet Nurse has the spinning blade attacks, which can do a lot of damage if you're close enough. And the arms do stretch, but it does have a cooldown once in a while. And if you stand behind it when it does a certain attack, which I hope it shows off in a minute, that's not it. It's another attack. It won't be able to hit you. Oh, this is the attack right here. When it's doing this, it can't hit behind, so if you get behind it and attack, you can do some damage, but it's kind of tough to do so, but hey, I'm in it. Again, this thing has around 14,000 HP, so it will take some time for me to kill it. For the most part, though, it's actually not that bad of a boss. Despite its size and its design and stuff, it's not really one of the more difficult bosses in the game, in my opinion. So if you have any arcane, you're pretty much solid. Are you serious? What? Is this how it's gonna be? Because I'm actually really high leveled for this point in the game. This boss should be taken down if you're around like level 80 or 90. I'm level almost 120, which is really high. That's actually almost higher than the max level of my highest level character, which is like 120 something. I don't think I even dodged. Oh wait, I'm not even close to 120. But still, I'm actually really high. I'm not going to be stuck on this fight for 5 fucking hours. Alright, this episode's already 30 plus minutes long. It's like 33 at this point, 34. I don't want to be sitting through this fight 10 attempts, making this video an hour long of me just filling to the same repetitive bullshit again and again. Because that's happened in previous series of mine where I got stuck on a boss for more than an hour, and it's just a piece of shit pain in the butt. That's all that is. I don't want to deal with this crap if that happens. I'm salivating a lot, actually. I didn't mean to. If by salivating, I mean like drooling. I don't know why I'm drooling a lot. I'm not even that hungry right now. Okay, this is the exit right there. Yes, it is. Is it because I killed the lady? It's because I killed the lady, isn't it? And once she's dead, well, this version is dead. You actually see her later in the game. Not in the game, but in the Chalice dungeons. Anyway. Equip that, because I think that's a lot quicker. I don't really need thrust damage. Let me check her resistance. It helps. Kind of stupid that happened again. One-shot death from nothing. Back off. Probably didn't need to waste the blood vial there, but whatever. So do be careful, it does have stretchy arms. It's uncommon, but when it does that purple fog thing, which... Okay. That was on my... That was on me. Not on my... Didn't mean to do that! Is it healing? I remember having it less HP than that, but whatever. Okay, let go now, please. Okay, there goes the purple fog of BS. I don't know how... I forget how often it does that, but... just be cautious. I kind of made a shit show of that. God, I'm making a shit show of this boss. It's not even that bad of a boss. I don't have an NPC summon, which... I forget if there is one that pops up in this fight, but... That was neat. So ever curious if that crying does anything to you? No. It's just aesthetics, I guess. Not sure if that's the right word, but it's harmless. Alright, I see what you're doing there, buddy. Get your butt off that side and let me get whacked to death. No, I'm not losing that close to the end of this fight. Fuck that. That's what happens when you corner yourself in a weird doorway. Torch? There it goes. Yeah, sorry about that. So we got another 1/3 of the umbilical cord. So even though it's called 1/3, there is actually 4 of them in the game. 2 of them are missable. The one from the imposter clinic, the Isafka clinic, that one could be missable. If you kill her early on, you will actually lose that one completely. And if you get, I forgot her name, but the prostitute from the chapel, if you get her blood 3 times, she will be killed and you'll lose that one permanently too. The only 2 that aren't missable are the hidden, that one room that's basically the Hunter's Dream, that room, because that one, well, you can miss it, but you could go there pretty much any time in the game if you haven't been there, and then the one from this boss fight, because this boss is required for the game. So, that is actually every single main boss so far in Bloodborne. Besides DLC, there's actually no more areas in the game. That's pretty much it. And when we get back to the Hunter's Dream, you'll see that something pretty major has happened. This building's on fire. Before you're like, oh no, then that means I can't like repair anything anymore for some reason. Everything's fine inside, it's just caught on fire. You can still do everything you can. This fire doesn't hurt you. It's just there for cosmetic reasons, I guess. We'll be talking more about that next episode. So right here I'm going to end today's video off screen. I'm going to use up my whatever cold blood I have. Excuse me. I'm going to use the cold blood I have saved up and just do some repairs and figure out if I want to upgrade any of the 2 weapons I'm using right now. You know, the Raid Perlash kind of proved itself during the fight. I'm going to upgrade it to +10. We're not going to be getting another Blood Rock for quite some time, but regardless, I really don't care. The Raider Palash has proved itself, so we're going to make that +10. Very much worth it. And when you repair or upgrade a weapon, it automatically repairs it as well, so I don't need to spend any extra on repairing it. Now we got ourselves a +10 Raider Plush. Anyway guys, thanks for watching today's video, and I'll see you guys very shortly for the next video. Peace.